Hi, I am Matt Connor, and I am presenting on the social media strategy that I have developed for Syndicate Clothing and Design. First, I want to talk a little bit about the background information before we get going. Syndicate Clothing Design is a sole proprietorship based out of Clare, Michigan, that develops independent clothing lines. Started in early 2009, Syndicate has largely been involved in mixed martial arts clothing. They are fairly well known in the Clare area, but they are looking to expand. They want a regional and even national exposure. In general, the owner is looking to expand the business, making it more successful and well known along the way. This is where I come in. I am here to develop a social media strategy for Syndicate that best achieves the owner's wants and needs. Starting out here, we're going to take a look at the vision statement that I've developed. The vision statement is to foresee Syndicate Clothing Design as a successful independent clothing design and hopefully have that broad exposure. The mission statement here is to develop a social media strategy to achieve Syndicate's goals. In talking with the owner, these are the goals that I've developed for Syndicate. The first goal is going to be to generate brand recognition. This generates more business and makes Syndicate more well known, which is in line with what the owner wants and what he's expressed to me. Second, we need to develop the customer base. The customer base, it increases the profits through more customers that are going through your business, and also expands the fan base. The third goal is to attract investors. Syndicate plans to expand operations, offering more products and services while also doing more work in-house. An example is currently they do all the printing, outsourcing it. They send it to other companies to do the printing, whereas they just make the design. So such an example would be that Syndicate wants to get investors so they can get like a printing press for their own or other utilities. Getting these investors or the capital cannot be accomplished without some sort of financial backing. What we're looking for here is to get investors involved to help Syndicate raise the needed capital to offer more services and fund the expansion. The final listed goal is to attract new talent in the form of designers. Syndicate needs to keep a fresh look on the clothing lines. Stale and stagnant designs will inevitably fail. New talent equals new products. New products means increased innovation, and innovation is the key to this industry. So again, these are the goals that we've developed for Syndicate, and now we're going to go ahead and look at some of the research that was done. Other clothing startups had great success from Facebook and Twitter. According to several interviews that were conducted with similar clothing companies, Facebook is the #1 tool for developing your business and expanding brand recognition. An example of this is the Black Pearl clothing company that's based out of Chicago. They actually stated that having a successful startup is really about building a lot of hype behind what you're doing. Facebook has honestly been the best tool for us to use in building an audience and getting people hyped about what we're doing. Another tool that's helpful in the industry is Twitter. There were another handful of interviews, including the one with the Black Pearl company, that also said Twitter was a wonderful tool in expanding their business. Finally, I want to look at some research on common best practices to use when utilizing a social media campaign. First off, you need to be personal, but not too personal. To be effective here, you need to give your business personality on these different sites. You need to include hobbies that your business might have, or the owner might have, or music that you guys like. These are things that make your customer more likely to develop a bond with your business because they don't see it as just a shop. They see it as a person and a living entity. But the kicker here is you don't want to go too far by updating statuses with your personal life, saying, going out with my girlfriend or going out with my boyfriend, etc., etc. You want to make sure that you separate the information from your personal life and business life. Secondly, you want to share photos and videos that are appropriate. By adding photos, and especially videos, you are adding diversity to your page and feed. This helps draw in customers by displaying the products and services that you offer. Just don't upload photos that show anything that isn't business professional. Nothing worse than a photo of you with a beer in your hand or something like that. We don't need that when we're trying to expand this business and increase the reputation. And last but not least, it's actually probably one of the most important, is you want to keep a lively profile. Nothing is worse than visiting a company profile and all you get is a bunch of inactivity. There are no updates, no visuals, nothing. The best thing you can do is just to keep active. Make the page have personality. Now that we've covered the research, let's jump to the solutions that I've developed that will encompass Syndicit's social media strategy. I'll run down them real quick. The first solution is Facebook and Twitter accounts. The second solution would be crowdsourcing for investors. Solution 3, LinkedIn for designers. Solution 4, a new website with a new look at things. Solution 5 is to offer incentives through the social media platform. Solution 6 will be to keep up a blog. And solution 7 is a new technology called AppPress. Now I'll kind of take a look at these individually. First off, to expand the business and gain brand recognition, Syndicit needs to launch a successful social media campaign using Facebook and Twitter. There are other options that they could utilize as well, but these are probably the most popular. Syndicit should begin by revamping their current Facebook page, adding more personality to it. Dedication and resolve need to be at the forefront of keeping these platforms active. By following the list of successful habits above, this will help keep people visiting their page and expanding their friends list. Syndicit also needs to make sure they are broadcasting the need to share the company with their current followers and friends. Simple posts like, feel free to share, our company with all your friends and family. This will help generate people. So again, you need to really make these free platforms work. Follow the best practices that were listed below. Stay active. Finally, I'm going to kind of talk about this rule of 6. As people share the page, the number of followers will grow and grow. The rule of 6 basically says that there's 6 degrees of separation between any person on the planet and you. So any person is just 6 steps away in social media. So this means that there are only 6 people in the way of having any person in the world become your follower. And really, that's really empowering, knowing that 6 people stand between you and someone that can make you famous, someone that could just fall in love with your line. So by keeping an active profile, you increase your followers, and therefore you're increasing your brand recognition, and you can get some of those big followers possibly. The second solution, utilize crowdsourcing to help draw in investors. With the advent of sites like Kickstarter and Invested.in, gaining investors is not as difficult as it once was. Syndicit should utilize these websites to help gain capital support. How this works is Syndicit sets up an account on the site, talking about their business, their goals, and needs. This allows users of the site to then donate or invest in the business idea. The site works wonderfully because it doesn't rely on just one big investor to get the business going, but small amounts from all your followers and fans. What better way to get your current fan base involved than to have them help develop the products that they want? Managing the campaign is very similar to managing the Facebook Twitter account mentioned above. Activity must be maintained. Also, Facebook and Twitter should be utilized to get people to the Kickstarter Invested in website to help generate the investments and increase traffic. To be successful here, there needs to be traffic to the site. It has to be a big priority. With many of these social media platforms, just being active is the key. Now looking at solution number 3, using LinkedIn for designers. Syndicit should utilize LinkedIn and other professional networking sites to help recruit new designers to the business. Even if they are hired just as freelance designers, it would help to solve the need for new ideas coming into the business. Again, innovation here is key. You have to stay on top of the designs to be successful in this clothing industry. These professional networking sites really let you connect with others in the field that you are in and helps to establish the company as a professional site. Again, the key here is to be active and constantly look for new designers to help generate ideas for Syndicit. Solution number 4, a revamped website. Their current website is really out of date and there's not a lot going on. It's actually pretty confusing. So we really need to get that revamped. The second thing is that with this new social media strategy, you really want to push the different social media outlets that you're using, so making them accessible from your web page is huge. With a new focus on social media, the website needs to be updated to reflect that sentiment. Links to follow Syndicit on Facebook and Twitter need to be at the forefront. This makes it easy for people that are visiting your website to follow you on whatever social media platform they use. Once they are there, there's a good chance that they will share the syndicate's name with their friends and family, thus increasing the exposure and recognition. Solution 5 is to offer incentives to the people that follow you on social media. If you want to increase your followers and have them add their friends and family to your page, again, utilizing the rule of 6, you need to offer incentives. Do things like contests or special promotions. Make them feel like they need to get involved to get the promotion. The more interactive you make it, the better the results. Again, this really helps expand on brand recognition because it will offer great exposure and involvement. Solution 6 is to start a blog. Keeping a blog is a great way to generate interest in any business. By talking about your views on topics within your business, commenting on recent trends in the industry, or just selling your business as a whole, it's just another way to get the name out there. There are many different blogging sites out there, but Tumblr is by far the most popular. It'd be a great idea to start a blog, gain some followers, and again increase brand recognition. The last solution that I've detailed here is called AppPress. I talked about this in a different video or a different presentation. It's a new technology that allows the development of an app for iOS devices that will then, you have access to the market store and everything like that. So with mobile technology being as prominent as ever, it's important to hop on the bandwagon. AppPress allows for quick and easy development of apps for iOS devices, thus tapping into a huge number of people that use these. AppPress would allow you to make a catalog of all the products and services that you offer, and would also increase exposure to millions more people. All of this can be had for at the minimum $15 a month. And as I said, developing this app is just a huge bonus because it really just increases the number of people that you can get your business name out to. So that was a look at all the solutions that I've developed for Sindicit. The biggest thing that we can take out of this is the need to stay active. If you don't stay active, you're just, putting all your efforts in vain. You just don't, if you're not active, you don't get the followers, you don't get people asking questions. You just don't increase the recognition. So being active is the biggest thing that I can recommend. In conclusion, by following these steps, the goals that were listed will be accomplished. Just follow the plan to succeed. Definitely utilize all of the available tools, and success is really just around the corner. Thank you.